I'm Scarlet Queen, this is my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be talking about my top tips to prepare for your trip. There we go. There's that tongue twister for your morning or your night or whatever it is. So it's just like how to prepare for your trip overseas or upcountry or wherever the fridge you're going to be going. So, firstly, when you're planning your itinerary and like the daily plan and like when you're leaving and your flight details and everything, I always suggest that you either print it out for yourself and you email it to yourself and you friggin' email it to a friend or a family member or some shit like that, because you want to make sure that somebody, if you're traveling alone, somebody knows where the fridge you are. Because if you go missing or something, she gonna go down, you know what I'm saying? And you also gotta make sure about stuff like, does your hotel allow early or late check-in? Depending on like when your flight arrives, because if you arrive at like 11 in the evening and you're only allowed to check in till 5 in the evening, you're kind of screwed. Also, check things like Wi-Fi accessibility as well as phone accessibility, because you might arrive there and there's no Wi-Fi in the hotel. Then you gotta make sure that you have to organize yourself a SIM card or like something else to be able to like talk and communicate, and you know, if you want to Google Maps, you gotta be able to connect to the interwebs. And also, like, my place in Tokyo doesn't give me towels, so just make sure that if they don't give you friggin' towels, that you take with a friggin' towel, and like it's an old one, so that like if you need space in your bag, you don't have to bring a towel back, you just pack it in and throw it away once it's wet and you don't want to use it anymore. But that's kind of a waste. You can always buy a towel there, but then you have to friggin' bring it back because you're gonna throw it away anyways. You know, these are things you need to think about, right? Then make sure you know what currency they use in the country you're going to, because you don't want to arrive there with like dollars or something and you needed rupees. I don't freaking know. So make sure that you have some currency on you, just some cash in case something goes wrong when you arrive at the airport. Maybe you want a snack, or maybe you need to book a taxi. Just make sure that you have like a little bit of cash on you in case something goes wrong when you arrive. Then you're gonna want to friggin' check what plugs they use, because the last thing you want to do is arrive in the country and you can't charge your cellular device. So get yourself an adapter that can do universal things. Anyways, definitely invest in a universal plug. I don't even know what they're called, plug adapter thing. Then check if you need medical certificates for your trip, because you don't want to get to Canada or London or where the frig, India, I don't know, and they're like, oh no, sorry, you might have tetanus, or I don't know, what's that fly disease? I don't know. You don't, when you get there and they're like, oh, you can't be in the country because you're from like a third world place, and they're worried that you brought a disease in or something like that. They don't want that to happen to you. If you need medical certificates or if you need prescriptions and stuff, that you bring that stuff with you in case that they ask you for it at the border control. Right. And then what I like to do is make sure that I have my passports and stuff inside a separate bag, right? So that you can keep this together, your identity documents and stuff all together in a little pouch inside your backpack, because you don't want to be looking for the stuff when you get to border control and then ruin everything because you're standing in the friggin' line trying to search for your passport, put your flight ticket in it, put your driver's license, your ID, I don't know, anything else that's like identification inside a bag, and then put it inside your backpack. I'm watching you. Because it's just easy access. On to the next travel tip. If you like got some pills and some important stuff that you need to take on the plane with you, putting things in like little bags and stuff really helps. So you know that all your pills, all that stuff you're taking, don't do drugs, kids, are all in one spot. It just really helps you when you're trying to look for a painkiller and it's all in the same place. On that note, I don't suggest you take sleeping pills on the plane, because the thing about that is that if you're not a seasoned traveler and you fall asleep and then like you wake up on the airplane, if you're anything like me, you feel freaking disorientated because you're not in your bed, you're not somewhere that you know, you're on a plane, it's noisy or whatever, and it's freaky because you're like upright in a chair and stuff, and trust me, it's scary. So you don't want to wake up and then don't know where you are because you decided to take a sleeping pill and the last 5 hours of your life. Also, if you don't get enough sleep on the sleeping pill, then you might fuck up the rest of your day because you didn't sleep the pill off, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't suggest taking sleeping tablets. Entertainment. You want to make sure to hell that your phone, your headphones, your friggin', I don't know, your book, your everything is charged, okay? So that when you get onto the plane and you have a 22-hour flight, you don't sit and watch in-flight entertainment for 22 hours, because you know what? You can only watch Toy Story 3 that many times before it gets really boring. So make sure that if you wanted to have a book, a phone, a tablet, an iPad, a laptop, you know, your prawn magazines, whatever it was, make sure that you put it in your backpack. So make sure that it's on you, because goddamn, 22 hours on an airplane is not fun, I'll tell you that much. Sanitary hygiene. Hygiene is a big thing, people. If you can afford a plane ticket, you can afford a friggin' shower, okay? Yeah, I'm looking at you, the one with the smelly feet and the smelly armpits, and now you're sitting on a plane for 22 hours. Airports have like those lounges and they have showers and beds and shit, okay? If you had a really long connecting flight or something and you stop, go and take a shower. Or like, okay, sanitary items. Very important. Okay, luckily on the plane, you'll normally get like a little, if it's your first time on a plane, if it's in like a long flight, you'll get like a sanitary bag full of things. There's normally a toothbrush in there with some toothpaste, probably a wet wipe, some socks, and a mask to put on when you're sleeping so you can't see the goddamn lights everywhere. What I normally do is I make sure that I have face wash with me, like a little bit, whatever, cream, like cream for whatever reason, like if you're dry, your lip ice, because that shit gets dry as well. Wet wipes. Invest in some friggin' wet wipes, because it's no joke being on an airplane for 22 hours. Use it on your face or wash your face in the sink, okay, if you have to. Use it on your armpits, use it on your hands, everything, because your feet, whatever, because you don't want to be that one person that stinks up the whole airplane. Nobody likes that guy. Nobody. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. Use some friggin' wet wipes. Wash your friggin' feet. Whatever it is, okay? They're cheap as well. Hygiene is important, people. Especially in such close quarters. Yeah, perfume is important as well. Maybe some clean socks, some clean undies. You know, if you want to change those things, good on you. And on the last note, okay, the luggage you take on board has like certain limits. Don't take your father's prized cookery or katana on it. Don't take your expensive Dior perfume with you, because firstly, they don't allow sharp objects. Obviously check with the plane company first, but they normally don't allow sharp objects in your onboard luggage. They don't allow anything more than 100 mils. So make sure that any liquid is less than 100 mils to take on you in your backpack, people. These are important, because the last thing you want is for your prized katana or your Chanel perfume to be confiscated when you get to customs. And then charges, people. If you need one of these on your friggin' plane ride, don't forget to take them with. Invest in a power bank if you have to, because that makes life so much easier. You got more watch time and shit on whatever, okay? But chargers, don't freaking forget them. If you have to put them in your backpack or on the luggage, whatever, don't forget your chargers. Electric toothbrush charger, camera charger, headphone charger, phone charger, laptop charger, iPad charger, whatever you have, your vibrator charger, put it in your bag. Don't forget it. Because trying to get a charger while you're in your other country might be impossible, considering if it's a third world country. And then you come back with one that doesn't even fit your plugs at home because they probably have different watts and stuff in the other country that you were in. Then make life as easy as possible for yourself. Everything else that you don't need with you, put it in your friggin' luggage. You don't want to carry it around with you on the friggin' plane, okay? Trust me. And I do suggest investing in a nice suitcase. Suitcases last very long, at least 10 years. And it's just nice, like, being able to identify your suitcase. So make sure that there's a tag on it or something like that. Mine is lime green. I just ordered it. It looks like this. So I definitely won't forget which one is mine. I would suggest like a hard case with a lock on preferably. If you can't do that, then get a luggage glove that you can put over it so that that locks and stuff. And then make sure that you are as comfortable as friggin' possible on the ride. Okay, make sure that you're wearing shoes that you can take off easily or keep on. If your feet stink, keep them on preferably. And wear the biggest shoes that you are planning on taking with you, because that saves you luggage space and you don't want these bad boys in your luggage. Trust. That goes the same for your jacket. If it's cold there and you're taking with winter clothes, wear your biggest jacket on you in the plane, because you're gonna land there, it's gonna be friggin' cold, and that's gonna be a problem. Wear the thing, hide it in the luggage thing if you're getting hot, whatever, but wear it at the airport, because this takes up a friggin' load of space in your luggage, okay? You don't wanna have to fold this thing up into your luggage. On that note, make sure that all the stuff that you take with you is clean, which is kind of like a no-brainer considering who packs dirty clothes. But anyway, maybe somebody out there likes that kind of thing. I know I don't, but you know, if you like wearing dirty clothes, that's okay. We have a special place on earth just for you people. And I suggest you invest, if it's a flight any longer than 10 hours, invest in a frigging neck pillow, okay? Because this shit is gonna help you through all your problems. It's going to make your night better. I can sleep this way, I can sleep that way, I can sleep like this if I really want to. I don't think I will, but I mean, how could you not want this one? Can we talk about how friggin' cute this is? It's got friggin' ears and it is soft as all lordy lord. It is so soft. Just look at the ears. It's friggin' adorable. This thing will save your life. I never used to like them, but it is so comfy. And if you need sleep and if you want to sleep on the plane, their pillows and their chair things aren't gonna cut it. You're gonna want ultimate comfort. Luggage. Make sure that you pack appropriately for your trip. You don't want to arrive there and it's the dead of winter and all you packed in is booty shorts. Just a note on packing your bag. I like to take plastic bags and wrap my shoes in these so it doesn't dirty the rest of my clothes, and it also just helps if anything's wet or something after your trip, you can just pop it back in this and then take it home with you. It doesn't get, doesn't stick to the rest of your clothes or make the rest of your clothes wet or smelly or whatever it is. So I normally wrap my shoes in this and then put the shoes on top of the clothes. I also like taking with like a Ziploc bag or something for dirty clothes, especially dirty underwear or socks or whatever. It just helps to separate like your clean clothes and your nice stuff from your smelly undies. Also, I would suggest, obviously, having a vanity case. This will definitely save your life from awkwardly having like stuff leak out onto your clothes. That would not be great. And I also suggest getting some little containers to put your stuff into. I normally try decanting things because the last thing you friggin' want is to be walking around with your 2-liter shower gel or shampoo or whatever it is. You don't want to be walking around with a 2-liter bottle or 500 mils in your bag. This is all you friggin' need. This lasts you 2 weeks. Okay, I promise. I've traveled enough to know that this is fine. This is enough. Also, if you're in hotels and stuff, I like stealing their small products. Just between you and me, it's very useful in these situations. Now all I do is take with my lovely body wash and body lotion that I put in my luggage. Take with some snacks on the plane that you like, because you know you're not always going to get what you want on the plane. Though they feed you, you might, if you want a Toblerone or Skittles or whatever, just get some at the airport. Take that with you. I would suggest also taking some stress relievers before you go, just because, again, if you're anything like me, you get friggin' stressed on the plane. Especially when you're traveling alone. I'm very bad at flying, so I like taking some stress relievers. And I guess that's it. Good luck on your journey, fellow travelers. Live long and... I'm just joking. Have fun on your trip. This was Scar the Queen. Goodbye. I'll see you next time.